Hi, we're at Draeger's International Classic Sales in Burlington, Washington, and we want to show you this beautiful 1957 Pontiac. Backup lights work too, that's good. These are one of my favorite cars. And my class reunion is this year, and red and white is our school colors, so I think I'm going to take this to the class reunion. You're good. Hi, I'm Jerry Draeger, Draeger's International Classic Sales in Burlington, Washington. I got this beautiful 1957 Pontiac in front of us here. Now I gotta tell you, I'm partial to 57 Pontiacs. I had them years ago, back in the 60s, and I've always liked these cars. They're a little bigger than a Chevy. The seats are even a little thicker in the seats, and they're a little longer. And they ride really well. This has got a 347 V8 in it, automatic, and you can see it. I mean, the paint is beautiful on this car. All looks good. The chrome on here all looks good. This is a little bit dull on here, but not bad. We have some issues with some chrome right down here. You can see there's some silver paint on there. They missed a spot right there, but that bumper really could stand to be re-chromed if you were going to show it. I mean, there's some right here, you can see a little bit of it, same thing right there. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with this car. And I'm not going to be able to point out a lot of stuff that needs to be done to it or anything else. You can just see how nice this car is all the way down through here. And up on top up there, the roof and all that, the paint's real nice on it. And again, you can see way down in here, everything looks good. You can see, just keep looking at this thing here, and you can just see way down, see all the way along there, and just doing good. And we're going to open this door up, and you can see, now this has 64 Impala bucket seats in it. It originally had a bench seat in it, and somebody's put these bucket seats in it, and it's got seat belts in the front, not in the rear, although I don't know if we pulled the back seat out or not. So you can see just how beautiful this interior is and everything. It's really nice, looks good. Look how nice and tight that headliner is. It all looks really good. And of course the dash, you can see how good it looks, and the steering wheel. It's got a couple of cracks on the bottom and the top right there on it, but other than that, all the way across, all looks good. You can just see how that all looks good. And this was originally factory air car, so see that up on top of the dash right there, underneath the dice in your way, that's the original air conditioner control system right there. It does not have the air conditioner on it now. It is in the trunk, and it's great big, and it costs a lot of money to get it fixed. It'd be easier, cheaper to put in cold air or vintage air in it and stuff. You can see how nice these door panels are and everything. Here's the VIN tag, just like where it's supposed to be, right there on the, it's all correct and good. So that all looks good. And you can see how nice the door panels are. I mean, this car is just a really nice piece. And the windows roll up and down good. And I like this too. There's another thing I like. Isn't that nice how that closes? And again, going back, you know what I'll do here is get the keys so we can open up the trunk. Again, you just see how nice and easy that closes. We even got a dog up here in the back for you. But again, look down here and way down here at the bottom. You can just see down there, everything looks good. There's no bubbles anywhere. I didn't see anything. I mean, this thing's nice. This is where you fill up for the gas cap, right here inside there. This rear bumper is all good. It didn't have the problem. I mean, this all looks good all through here. Everything looks really nice. It's a little, of course, I just had it running, so we got moisture coming out of it right now. And this, you can see, this one looks really good here. This one is faded. I'm not sure how chrome fades, but there it is. So there's the air compressor. You can see it's just a giant big thing. Anyway, when they go away, you don't even want to try and fix it. It just costs a lot of money. And it's got the lug wrench and so on there. And here's the jack back in here, so you can see all that. I mean, this thing just solid and nice. Look at the underside of that trunk lid there. It looks all good. Really looks good. Closes nice. And again, we're coming along here. You can see the chrome's all good. All this looks real good. That wiped off. I was going to go around and wipe it down a little bit, and I forgot to. Anyway, you can just see how it is. I mean, all this looks good through here. All along here. Tires are like brand new. And it's got hubcaps on here. Some people like to put fancier hubcaps on it, maybe. But that's just the way it was. And of course, this is Star Chief, so it's got the 4 stars on here. Canadian version of this, it's like a 57 Chevy. It only has 3 stars because it's shorter and it's more built on the 57 Chevy body. This is its own body. And again, you can see all that looks good all the way down on this thing. I mean, this thing's a beautiful, beautiful car. Really straight and nice. I mean, look at all this in here too. See how nice all that is? Look at these doors. Look down in here with everything on it. Of course, the dash from this side all looks good too. I mean, it all looks just really nice all the way across. Doesn't that look good? And you can see the door lights are working, the courtesy lights. Boom, I didn't have to shut it that hard. And again, all this, I mean, there's nothing to show you on this car. I can't say, oh, there's a scratch there, because I don't think there is any. I'm not seeing any. I mean, this is a really nice car. You can see the Star Chief emblem there, and now we're all the way back. This side on the bumper here, and this front bumper is just fine. But they're big bumpers. And all this top of this hood looks good. Just reach under there and lift this up. And you can see this is got a transmission cooler right here. Normally it would have the air conditioning unit here, so they've taken it off, but some of the stuff is still in there. I should have more light back here, but you can kind of see we got this pad up here. It's got a couple of spots in it and stuff, but it's still there and usable. Is a clean looking engine compartment. It runs really good. Overflow bottle for the deal. And of course, I already showed you this shut off, or if I haven't, I will. So that just gives you an idea of the engine compartment. This is a nice car, something you're gonna like. Whoa, I could have left a little sooner. We're gonna do a cold start on this car. I mean, you can see it is cold. It's been sitting here, although it's not cold, super cold in here. It's got a shut off on it right there, which I always like. that's a cold start for you. I mean, it hasn't moved 3 days, 2 days, because we got snow on the ground here. So anyway, you can see it runs good. So I'm going to start it up again here. And we're going to do the lights, high beam, low beam, turn signals, wipers. These are electric also. See? 2-speed wiper on there. Horn works. Out cruising. It was fun taking the 57 Pontiac out. This really brings back memories to me.
You're doing great. It's fun, isn't it? Can you imagine number one not having a phone and number two not being able to take pictures?
Yeah.
We went forever like that, you know.
Yeah.
There's the golden ride. That looks good. And the cat.
Surprised we haven't seen a deer coming down through here.
I'm just kind of messing around back and forth.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed the short drive. We got snow on the ground right now, or we'd take it down the freeway for you. But it's not going out in this weather at all. Anyway, give us a call if you'd like to see more.